How y'all feeling? Back with another one like the other one. J1, that's the only great one left. Popping on the net and in the flesh. Yes, we are going all the way up like a turtleneck. And I appreciate everybody that's been liking, commenting, subscribing, vibing. You know what I mean? We definitely been rocking. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back to Jones Land for another episode. Damn, my shirt a little wrinkled, but it's all right. We in the house. You know what I'm saying? Representing for my young designer brother from Harlem who sold me these yesterday. When you see this young brother, you know what I'm saying, support. You know what I'm saying? Black designers. How y'all feeling? What y'all got going on? The Wolf Way. Thank you, Orion. Right? If you don't already know, I'm gonna wait till some more people come in here so I can let them know the protocol. Wipe your feet at the door. You know what's in store. Double tap that screen. You know what I mean? It don't cost you nothing to press that button. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about some real talk, man. I just saw two things that was kind of like, man, you know, it made me start thinking about something. Being a father, right? I see a lot of fathers, you know, that really are, you know, struggling with that fight of keeping your son out of the streets, keeping your son out of what seems to be the norm now, which is, you know, the sliding, the riding, the, you know, running around with straps. This is what the YNs, as they call them, you know, every picture, you got to have a strap in the picture. You know, this is like a part of their culture, something that wasn't a part of the culture when we grew up. You know what I'm saying? Wet said, very nice. I appreciate you, baby. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Jones? I can't call it brother. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do another episode, like, you know how we do about this time. You know what I'm saying? I was just watching the Ksoo trial. You know what I'm saying? The young brother out of Jacksonville, where his dad is really the only witness. They really had no evidence. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have his phone records saying he was there. They didn't have a weapon. They didn't have anyone, and they said the guy was 5'8", you know what I'm saying, and small. And he was 6'3", 6'4", and brolic. So literally, they had no grounds to, you know, he would have beat that case. But his father was actually involved and had his own things going on. So they basically offered his father a deal where his father could just go home free as long as you convict your son. You know what I'm saying? And he did that. You know what I mean? Free Muwap. Which Muwap? Chicago Muwap or Muwap from or Muwap Battle Rap Muwap? What we talking about? Larry Bryant, what's up, brother? I was just talking about how I was watching something about the Ksoo trial and talking about how his father, you know, basically gave them the whole case. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it had me, and I also was watching an episode of First 48, which is one of my favorite shows, even though it's really annoying to watch people just hand themselves over to the police, right? Even though technically, okay, you're an unaliver, right? Technically you did something wrong. Technically you broke, you know, a family down. You broke some mothers' hearts, you broke some kids' hearts, you've done something bad, right? But I still hate to see people be that unintelligent where they really think that they have to talk to the boys. Like they think they have to talk to them. I don't understand that. What's up, new people? I see y'all coming on in here, man. Y'all know how we do it. Double tap that screen, man. Hit that like button. It don't cost you nothing. I appreciate y'all coming back to rock with us. You know what I'm saying? We chopping it up on a topic that you know, I don't know how many of y'all are fathers. I don't know how many of y'all know y'all fathers, but there's one thing about being a good man, right? Being a good man where you feel like you don't want to see your son going to the streets and whatever. But this is something I never understood that certain parents do. When they say, you need to go to jail, you need to learn your lesson. You need to go there. I ain't coming to get you. That's what the old school parents used to do. They used to be like, go learn your lesson. And then they wonder why their son come home and is a you know what I'm saying? That's why some of our uncles and you know all that was real just complete savages, because it's like they used to really be on that. Like, yeah, go learn your lesson. And it's like, no, man. No. What made you believe that this system actually was geared towards helping you learn any lesson? They're trying to smoke your baby and you going to help them because you think that's going to teach them something? Now, ironically, sometimes you can, learn something from being in that position if you're a certain type of person. However, usually that type of situation does not make a person better. Usually. It takes a special kind of person to be in an environment around nothing but savages and people that you have to actually watch about your actual survival in life. That usually makes you, one, a more hardened person. It usually makes you a lot more volatile, violent, things like that, right? Because you have to be, especially when you're around a bunch of alpha males that's real, it's real testosterone driven. If you're not moving in a certain way, walking a certain way, everything, what's up? Respect, like you gotta be moving with a certain level of, you know what I'm saying? So when you come back into the world and now you're trying to adjust and whatever, when you've been literally living with the mind state of you have to move with aggression, now you're doing regular stuff and people are looking at you like, whoa, man, calm down. But it's like you thought that you was helping your child by calling the boys on them or telling the boys, yeah, that was my son. So this was crazy. There was this one, double tap that screen if you just got up in here, man. You know what I'm saying? They trying to call our numbers fake, man. You know we've been going all the way up. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes y'all just be coming in here just chilling and watching and not liking, and then they want to blame me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, one dude talking about, oh yeah, wait, y'all see? That number don't match, Jones. That means you must have been, man. Be blaming me because some of these niggas would just be like, what's going on? Participate. Double tap the screen, man. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me share this. Don't go nowhere. Let me share this to I'm still calling it Twitter. Shall I start calling it X? He said he liked the shirt. Thank you. I don't even know. Hold on. I think this is my game shirt. It's funny. He said, I agree with you. Yeah, you're right. They don't help you at all. What's up, Lala? How you doing? He said, your live and music is so fire. Thank you. I appreciate that, Wet Wet. Afro Jones out right now. I'm tripping. Afro Jones out right now. If y'all didn't get it already, Afro Jones is out right now. It's on Apple. It's on Spotify. Shout out to everybody that's been checking it out. You know what I'm saying? All the ladies that been rocking with me. I appreciate y'all. It's summertime vibes. It's Afro beats. You know what I'm saying? We going here with it, right? We going worldwide. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody that's been tapping in, man. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely giving me inspiration to keep creating this music. Keep creating these vibes for y'all, you know what I'm saying? Stay working, you know what I mean? And yeah, man. So that whole thing, your parents, so I was just watching the episode, the first 40. Well, first of all, let's do it the right way, you know what I'm saying? Let me know, represent where y'all from again. You know how we do it. Let me know where you're from so we know in the chat, right? As we go up, we get to know. Some of y'all give me inspiration because y'all tell me new places every day, right? New places. I'd be like, oh, that place? Like, damn, I didn't know they knew me there. You know what I'm saying? I'm still getting, peace, brother, peace. Assalamu alaikum to the Muslims too, you know what I'm saying? Peace and blessings, man. Jersey from the woods, you already know. He said, welcome, I got it already on download. Hey, we doing this. You know what I'm saying? Video coming soon, by the way. I just saw something the other day. You know what I'm saying? Think y'all gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? Think y'all gonna like it. Bringing the Afro vibes to the hood, to the block. You know what I'm saying? Bringing the vibes to the block. You know what I'm saying? It's only right. Feel me? So, all right. Boom. So, I was watching first 48, and there was one kid that I guess one kid had taken the other kid's, weapon or whatever, right? And the young kid that they were thinking did it, he was actually really smart, right? And when they interviewed him, first of all, he wasn't smart because he did an interview, right? If you are ever in a position to where you're being approached or questioned by law enforcement, especially if you know that there's a possibility that you did something or involved with something, there's nothing you can ever say to help you. And I think that's something that's a fundamental thing that people just can't accept, and they play on that, right? They make you feel like you're obligated to talk to them, and then people talk to them, right? Especially parents. And this is what annoys me sometimes, because parents, they get a little older or something like that, and I don't know if it's the domestication in them or what, but they start like forgetting or acting like they forgot the rules. They acting like they forgot that the boys are the enemy of the black man. Like, I don't understand that, right? Especially when you see what they're doing to us, right? You see what happens, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to start naming names, but RIP all the brothers that lost their lives or that, lost their freedom, you know what I'm saying? Unjustly by the hands of the man. But it's like, sometimes you get to that place. I don't know about me, but I'm saying I guess sometimes certain parents get to that place where they really feel like I can't do nothing with them. So let whatever happen, right? You know what I'm saying? Every time I put my hat on like this and wear like some glasses, y'all call me Key Glock, man. So I just can't wear fitted or glasses, or I'm gonna be Key Glock. Every time I put my hat on, Key Glock just wears hat like this, man. That's all. And I guess I got a beard too. Okay, all right, whatever. Shout out to my nigga Key Glock, man. You know what I'm saying? He said he looking. What? Pause, yo. Yo. Some of y'all weird. See, you don't even get a timeout. You get out of here for that one. That's weird. What? Anyway, we're not even gonna with that one. But look, and by the way, pay your toll and your control. But if you get out of control, you know what I'm saying, then you're gonna force me to time out you or block you. Y'all know the rules, man. Some of y'all just getting too excited. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know we've been going up, so you just come in here and just try some weird stuff. Bro, calm down, bro. You know what I'm saying? He said, yo, pause, buddy. What the F? Yeah, like, what the hell was that? That was weird. You know what I'm saying? This is more dry hate. See this right here? Punk. Jones ain't never been no punk, bro. That's weird, okay? And if there's anyone that can walk around telling you that, they're lying to you, brother, okay? But just for that, now you're going in timeout. How long should we give him in timeout, guys? Let's give him a 30-piece. I'm gonna give you a separation for 30-piece, man. You know, some of y'all just gotta calm down, man. You know, come in here respectfully, man. You know what I'm saying? It's calm vibes. It's 8:30 at night on a Friday, man. You know, I'm relaxing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep my vibes here. You know what I'm saying? Peace, my brothers. You know? Y'all dying. He said forever. He said, when your big T battle dropping, bro? I don't know. Honestly, I don't care about that battle, man. I honestly don't really care about battling anymore, guys. I'm sorry. I never thought I would say that. But if it's not something that's like motivational, like somebody that's like really gonna come in there and rap to me and spit some like real fire, I don't. Afro Jones out right now. You know what I'm saying? Like we got, ladies like Wet, and these different ladies, they like, she don't give a damn about Big T. You know what I'm saying? Like what am I continuing to rap with MCs that are not trying to grow for? You know what I'm saying? I'm into growing now, no disrespect. So if I battle again, it's probably gonna either be a lot of money or something it's just something that I really, wanna do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's getting to the point where it's just like, all they do is just say negative things and create these dry, snitchy angles that aren't even true and just say things that are not flattering. It's not, you know, I know it's battle rap, but to me, it's like, that's not cool to just keep saying, you went to jail for this, and just keep saying stuff like the police say to you. I don't know. To me, that's not battle rap. I don't know what these guys are, who raised them or what. You know what I'm saying? But that's just, yeah. It's not exactly tasteful. You know what I'm saying? Dudes is not, they ran out of moves. They ran out of moves. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I never run out of bars. That's why I come every battle with bars. I don't come with little gossipy hearsay angles and try to, you know what I'm saying, talk about a nigga. Like, that's weird to me. Trying to talk about what you think somebody's personal life is for the whole battle with no bars, and people actually jack it because it's you. It's like, all right. You know? He said, would you do a compliment battle? Honestly, that looks fun. Now that looks fun. I want to do one of those. I told him would want to do one of those because that's like something that's challenging. You know what I'm saying? And that's creative, right? It's actually fire. I actually like compliment battles because it's like, you know what I mean? You got to be creative to really never diss somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's like an opposite battle. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and you can be more creative actually in that way. You know what I'm saying? He said, damn homie, what damn homie? Damn homie, we're doing great. Cause I'm definitely the man, homie. That's why I'm doing 15,000 views per live, brother. Look up the stats. The only thing we gotta do better is these comments, okay? And these likes. Because a lot of y'all just watch the live, y'all type it up in the chat here, and then when it goes on YouTube, it don't really be having no comments on it, but it got a whole lot of views, you know what I'm saying? We got to get all of that, you know, but we working. That's why I'm hitting y'all with these two-a-days pause, you know what I'm saying? We lining these joints up, you know what I'm saying? We working, right? I'm staying true to it, you know what I mean? Because in the beginning, I wasn't consistent, you know what I'm saying? I said I was going to be consistent with y'all, and then life gets in the way, regular stuff be happening, and then I don't really feel like talking to y'all, to be honest, you know what I'm saying? But now that we are not only monetized, you know what I'm saying, we're fully, I'd say we've crystallized. I'd say we've crystallized in terms of our relationship and understanding to the fact that now we planting flags in all different places all over the globe, are we not? You know what I'm saying? Every time we go live and we chop, we got Spain or, you know what I'm saying, South Africa or South America or in UK, you know what I'm saying? So that's what to me is like the motivation to keep staying consistent with y'all, is that I know that we actually reaching y'all and these messages is actually getting heard. People actually topping in and saying, man, you helped my day out, Jones, you know what I'm saying? Or sometimes y'all might give me a little bit of motivation to say something that'll really resonate with me. You feel me? So it's good chop. You know what I'm saying? This is a good game. This is good chop. I'm getting paid. You getting paid. It's fair exchange, no rivalry. You can ask me a question. You can even troll me and get your little, you know, get your little jokes off as long as it's funny. It's not weird. Appreciate that, Charlie Brown. Thank you for the super chat. As y'all can see, the super chat is on. If you just want to show some love, like Charlie Brown just did, I appreciate that. Salute, brother. Or if you know want a specific question, let me know. You know what I'm saying? No jumper, is that the real no jumper or is that a fake no jumper? You said you're washed up and I need a haircut. Well, if I was washed up, you definitely wouldn't want me to cut your hair because I probably would be really a bitter barber in that place. I'll be zeking niggas on purpose. I'll be in there like, you know what? You come in there talking all slick. Hey, Jones, what's up, man? You want to cut my hair? You be thinking you trolling me. As soon as you get in that chair, I'll be like this. Yeah, so what you want? You want to fade? Be like, oh, I got you. And she like, you be like, oh. I'll be like, yo, I told you not to move, man. I told you don't move. Zeke your whole shit. You know what's funny? I actually tried to be a barber still. This is you can't, it don't get no realer than this. This is as real as it gets. I tried to still be a barber. Guess what happened? It was too much going on. People were showing up at the barbershop trying to take pictures. Niggas just sitting down there taking up space on the bench that ain't getting no haircuts. Niggas like, yo, you getting a cut? Niggas just like, nah. It's like, bro, you can't just be, no, Sam, you know what I mean? It was too much going on. I couldn't even still be a barber. So if you thought that, you know what I mean, that's something, that's a thing, sorry, brother. You can't convince the world that's tapped in and the 15, 10, 20, 5,000 people per day that tap into these lives that it's not happening. Okay, we're all here. We're seeing it's happening, hater. Sorry, okay, that's not gonna work, all right? They're watching the progression every day. They're watching the work every day. They're watching me come up with plans and drawing my jewelry and then executing it. They're watching me get in shape. They saw me when I really, you know what I'm saying, was only about a maybe 80 something, 90 something. And they watched me get up to 228. I'm back to about 210 now. You know what I'm saying? 208. I mean, but they see the hands when I could just, you know what I'm saying, with the youngsters, I could just pop out smoking a blunt with some flip flops and just, let me show y'all young niggas that still know how to dance. You know what I mean? You can't make them, they get it. They see it, all right? So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, but y'all let the haters know, you know what I'm saying? They gonna clean you up anyway. I ain't gotta do too much, you know what I'm saying? No Jumper says supporters. John Singleton says roll up. Honestly, I just did that, but I can't do that on the live with y'all. I wish I could do that on the live with y'all. You know what I'm saying? For all my smokers, I wish we could just, you know, smoke one and chop it up together. But we gotta respect the guidelines. We gotta respect the rules, right? You know what I'm saying? He says, don't think you are being what they is. Don't know what that is. Never wanted to be a they. Only always wanted to be a me. Okay? I'm an individual, sir. Always want to be, always will be. Okay? I don't know too many other people that still wear leather hats. But I like leather hats. Right? I be doing my own thing, brother. I never care what nobody else doing. You know what I mean? That's how I've always been. That's why some of y'all actually think I'm weird. You're like, Joe's crazy. Like, all right, yes. Jones is his own person, okay? Sorry that you don't know what that's like, but it's actually fun. You should try it. I mean, maybe 15,000 people might want to watch you in a day. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? He said, I seen folk smoke on live. Yeah, but they not getting, you can't monetize a live if you're smoking on it, brother. That's the rules. You know what I'm saying? Once your live gets monetized, you're getting paid for your live, they will demonetize that specific live if you're doing something that's against the guidelines. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he said, "What's the deal, gang? I can't call it, brother. You know what I'm saying? Are you a real black man? Absolutely. You know what I mean? I think so. You know what I mean? I think the skin is real. You know what I'm saying? He said, all right, get yours. Hey, you know, that's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So, or doing, God willing, you feel me? But all right, let's chop this topic, right? Y'all tell me y'all opinion on this, right? So there was a young kid. The young kid, there was in Alabama. Rest in peace, Dobie. That was the young boy's name. I guess he allegedly had yapped some other young brothers, you know, Strappington, right? Pause. And the kid seen him, opened fire on him, you know what I'm saying? Hit him, that was it, right? And his homie was with him, right? The kid that, you know, who had got his strap took him, his homie was with him. They was on camera running back up the street, right? Now, the thing about cameras sometimes, especially, you know, when it's like on a house or on a Ring camera or something like that, it's usually a little bit of distance or something to where they need you to confirm it or somebody that knows you to confirm it or something so they can say, yeah, that's him, right? So the kid, they brought the kid in, which one, I don't know if that's legal, but they always do it on First 48. Like, don't you supposed to have a parent present or something like that when you're interviewing a minor? Like, I thought that's the case, but I guess when it's an M-ski, I guess when it's a Homington, I guess when it's a hat, you know what I mean? I guess when it's a B, they don't care. They just like, man, they doing whatever, right? I guess they feel like we'll deal with that later in court or something, right? So I think this kid was 16 or 17. And basically they sat him down, and I'm not gonna lie, the way the kid was talking, he seemed very convincing, and everything he said checked out. Even though they found him in front of his house with the M-ski wop, the weapon in the car. But he basically told him he bought it the day after. He said, yeah, I know about that situation, but I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? He's like, my mom lives in Mississippi. Why would I be here sitting in front of my house with a joint if I did it? Like, what sense did that make? But he's like, there's plenty of straps that float around here that, would buy it. He's like, I don't know what happened, but I know I bought this joint the next day. Of course, maybe somebody sold it to me, right? So everything he said, he had one of the detectives like, I believe him, right? Nerd ass niggas, they like, do you believe him? He's like, yeah, I believe him, man. I believe him. And this one of them was like, the real Carl Winslow looking one. He was like, nah, man, I don't believe him. He had that real natural suspicious cop nature, right? And he didn't believe him, right? Because he really was like, he wanted to get him, right? That's what y'all be realizing. They play that role with y'all like they care about your life. Come on, man. We don't want to see you going down this road, brother. Talk to me. This is the part that really burns me up, Pauls, because they really be falling for that whole tell me the truth, brother, and be a man. Be a man and get it off your chest, man, and do the right thing, right? And then they turn around and leave the room and be like this, yes, happy as hell that they just got a 16, 17-year-old kid, 18-year-old kid to throw his life away. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what? I can't block you because I don't want the karma of stopping a lost message, brother, but can you please not flood the chat like that, brother? Thank you for sharing that. You know what I'm saying? But I love you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, and Mr. Derek White, that's weird because I've seen your name before, and I think it was doing the opposite, but yeah, that's definitely not something we don't do here. So that's one thing you can't accuse me of is lying to you, because what is there to lie about? Like, what are you talking about? We're literally talking about something that fathers, I'm lying about fathers? Y'all crazy. I'm lying about watching the first 48 episode that you could literally just go watch, right? Like, what do you mean? So just for that, Derek White, you're in timeout, okay? Come back talking weird, and you're out of here again, okay? So, yes. Let me see. Can't you go to, like, recent watching, right? What did we should watch, okay? Let's see. So y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about, right? So I have first 48 just right up here on the YouTube, right? But I want to see where it goes. Where's the one where it goes recently watched? Right? Just so we can show you how weirdos do. But anyway, so the guy basically, he says what seems like a good, he seems like a good, liar. He says everything that makes the whole room convinced, right? The whole room thinks, yeah, that makes sense. Hey, well, guess he didn't do it, right? And they go to ask the guy's father, is this him on camera? The father says, I don't know what he did, but I'm not going to lie to save him. Is that right? How do y'all feel about that? Do you think a father should lie to save his son? Do you think that's the right thing to do? That's the question I have for you. Do you think a father lying for his son is the right thing to do? Absolutely not. He said, nah, but I would anyway. Oh no, oh no, no. I would, but I guess it would depend on the crime. Okay, in dire situation. What is more dire of a situation than literally life inside, or what's more dire than that? What's the question, C-Note? The question was, is it the right thing to do for a father to lie on his to protect his son? Should a father is a father not supposed to lie to protect his son? Do you think a father is supposed to tell the truth even when it's gonna put his son in harm's way? Just is that the right thing to do? Just because your son did a crime, are you supposed to tell the police that your son did it? What's up, Bones? He said just joining, gangs. Salute. He said I would lie to protect my son depending on the situation. Hayward Shabazz says nope. He says, honestly, I'm a mother, so I can't answer a father. However, wrong is wrong. I'm sorry. Okay. Now that's a good answer, right? Wolf Love from Alabama. Salute, see? And you know what's crazy? Rest in peace, Doe B. That's the young boy that was in that movie. And they were from Mobile. In that show, and they were from Mobile, Alabama, right? It's a lot of that going down in Alabama too, man. Shout out to all my, Roll Tide, y'all gotta chill out down there, man. Mississippi, all that. They turned up down there. You know what I'm saying? Big old sticks and chops. You know what I'm saying? And the youngsters, that's all they want to do is play with them. You know what I mean? So it's like right now, as a father, a lot of these fathers, they not even really understanding how to deal with their sons that's out there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And I understand if you feel like if you're a righteous man, right, and you're like, I'm not gonna put myself or my family in more harm's way to protect you once you done did something to jeopardize all of us, right? Because that's really the case. If you really out there sliding on stuff and doing stuff like that, 9 times out of 10, you putting the whole family at risk, right? Because they can come back to this house, they could, you know what I mean? Anything can happen like that. So if you out there putting the target on our backs or putting a target on your back, then you're putting a target on, you're putting heat on the whole family, right? So that's one way to look at it, right? But the thing is, if you didn't do that, right? If you had the ups, his son was slick and smart, right? Now he did wrong, right? But technically, by the streets, he didn't do wrong. The guy, no disrespect to this guy, because I'm telling you, it's the first 48 episode. I don't know these people, but you from Alabama, you might wind up knowing these guys. Serius Jones over there talking about something. I don't know. It's first 48 episode, right? But the guy took his stuff. The guy booked them for the straps. You know, if you in the streets, that right there, it is equals a certain thing. You take somebody's, you know what's coming with that, right or wrong. He says, true, right? That's a different world. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? How he's going to be a man and you babying him. It's not called babying him to not tell the police that your son has just committed a homicide, brother. That's what you think that is? It's either baby your son or tell the police that your son just bodied somebody? Hayward Shabazz says, right. Sino says, dang. He's like, facts, and I'm still going to defend him when a nigga pull up. Hey, I don't know. That's how I feel about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you're my family, offspring, cousin, friend, girl, anything like that, even if you did something wrong, me handing you over to the people who do not deal with you justly or fairly, how is that justice? That's what I don't get from black people that still entrust justice to the system. That's what I don't get. You think you do. Now, I understand from grandmama that don't know no better, and she's a church lady. She don't know nothing about this whole world. She don't know, you know what I mean? She just thinking you do right and you get right. And so you go down to jail, you gonna get yourself out. Now, she ain't wrong with that, right? Now, she's not gonna tell the police on the baby, though, usually, right? She ain't gonna help your ass out of jail, maybe, though. And if she do, she gonna roast you about it and tell you, I told you to be going down there doing this and this and that. Next time, don't call me. Because I da-da-da-da, right? You're gonna get an earful. She gonna tell you what's right and wrong, but she's gonna come get you, or she's gonna do something to show you that she's still with you, right? Nowadays, I don't understand this logic of where people just, I guess, all of a sudden started trusting the system again. All of a sudden, they forgot Rodney King. Now all of a sudden you sitting there pouring your heart out to the same officer that would have sat right there and watched Rodney King get beat retarded. You sitting there pouring your heart out to him, thinking as if like you getting some moral support from a cop because your son just got bodied. And you sitting there like, man, I don't know, I failed as a dad. You know what I'm saying? I really thought that you embarrassed to the police. So you explaining to them what you failed as his dad and trying to like, cause you what? You thinking the cops about to give you some sympathy? Nigga, all they wanted to know, and I swear to God, I'm watching it. As soon as he said it, they turned around. He said his whole speech about how his sons, he done failed them and all of this stuff. I got one in jail, I got one this, and now I got one going to jail. Yeah, thanks to you. You just told him it was him. As soon as he said that, they was like, okay, well, look, man, well, thank you, though, man. They got right up out of it. They want to hear your speech. That's all they wanted to know. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is crazy how you looking at this is supposedly love to you because, I mean, I don't get that. I don't get that part, right? Because you know, once he go in these people courtroom, they not going to say, oh, well, look, this is a young 18-year-old, 17-year-old kid. He made a mistake, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to give him life. He's never been in trouble. We're going to give him this, this, and this. We're going to see how he does after 10 years or something like that. You know, we're going to give him a program. They're not going to do none of that. They're not going to look at who he is or what his circumstance is. They're not going to look at it and say he has a support system. He's got a dad that loves him. He's got a mom that loves him. He's going to be all right. You know what I mean? Let's give him this. Let's sentence him to this. Let's give him some fair. No. They're going to try to smoke his boots. Now, by the grace of the law, when it looks out, because I always watch to the end of first 48 to see what wound up happening, right? And what wound up happening, someone, we heard you say damn Jones fell off bad 10 times, bro. How many times you gonna say it? What you think you gonna convince them? It's like these niggas is crazy. I'm gonna let you keep saying it just so you can make yourself feel better, all right, brother? You know what I mean? And then you calculate the numbers that we did by the end of this live. I mean, if doing 30,000 views in a live is falling off, then thank you, right? So boom. So the guy basically goes, you know, he gives the whole speech to the cops, and then he identifies his son in the camera, right? Now his son tried to say afterwards, of course they double back on him. Now nobody was smart enough to say lawyer. Nobody. Not the dad, not the kids, not the... So to me, this is what I don't get. Y'all still is trusting police. Y'all still think they got your best interests at heart when they literally just tricked you into telling on your son by making you think they care about you. I guarantee you they ain't sending no commissary. I guarantee you they ain't sending you no money. I guarantee you they ain't helping out your son at his appeal. I guarantee you they ain't writing no letters recommending he get no special treatment. So why is you helping the police fry your son? He said, preach. Why is you helping the police fry your child as if that's gonna help him, what, repent for his sins? He said, I need the globe off that bitch. Mine's broke. I send you $10. Nah, I'm tight, bro, because it's supposed to spin faster. It was like on some G-Unit shit, like, and then the guy that I won't say his nationality, you know, I'm gonna have to put a little, you know what I mean, extra so it can, you know what I mean, like, so when I move on the stage, you know what I'm saying, the globe rocking with me, literally. You feel me? Huh? You did. You know what I mean? He said Jones won. Salute, man. You know, we still working, man. We ain't win yet, man. You know, we winning every day by the grace of Allah, man. Every day we wake up, every day we free, every day we blessed to pop it, chop it, learn something new, earn something new, you know what I'm saying? Grow, create something, you know what I'm saying? That's what a win is to me at this point. You know what I'm saying? Having my daughter in my life, having just the blessing of, you know, every day just the substance that matters to me. You know what I'm saying? This shit right here, that's why I'm like, we gotta make sure we do something good with this. That's why I always try to give a real message in this. We pop it with the trolls. I be kicking my little shit, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's always a real message if you pay attention. That's what life is serious really about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It says Serius Jones, man. Much love, my nigga. Much love to you too, brother. Mr. Jones, let me, yo, that's Wild Desiree. She said, Mr. Jones, let me smell that sit-down air. Yo, y'all cold-blooded. Hit that like button if you ain't already, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, DC in here. What's love? What's love, DC? Salute, man. What's happening, Slim? He said, Jones, make Top Dog into your live for a while. Now, look, I would love to play the album, right? I guess I can do a live playing the album, but I'm not gonna be able to monetize it, right? I'm gonna do a live playing some of the songs from the album, but I ain't gonna be able to use it. So if I'm gonna do a live playing the album, I'm gonna just do it for that. I'm not gonna have a topic like we have right now where we just chopping about something. You know what I'm saying? But hold on, let's land the plane. He said I want a bit of runaway. No, I don't talk to that dude. Jimmy says, I love your style. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that, man. Jones, what's happening, George? How can I book you, bro? Tap in, man. Follow me on the gram at The Real Serius Jones. Just send me a DM. Easy. You know what I mean? Or you could send an email to seriusog@gmail. Serious the way you spell serious with no O in it. You know what I'm saying? And if you notice, this is the things I've been on, man. You know what I'm saying? The globe and the crown. I had this since I was 17, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no new concepts, man. You know what I mean? Aisha says, GOAT. What's up, lovely? Salute, baby. He said, who you got, Lux versus Twerk? Woo! That's some real rumble in the jungle. Now that, I'm fake motivated to see that. I ain't gonna lie. That's some rumble in the jungle, you know, caliber smoke right there. You know what I'm saying? That's some Ali Frazier, you know? That's really Ali Frazier. Technically, right? Think about it. Twerk is really on some Frazier timing with the punches, right? Right? And Lux is, right? Them unorthodox drunken monkey punches. Pause. You feel me? That's really Ali Frazier right there. No funny. Said Battle of the Year. Yeah, I think it should be. Chef Atlanta says Serious overall. Oh man, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, man. He says, Cuzzo, what up? Thompson the Coolizad. What's up, cuz? What's happening? Fake motivated. Nah. I don't want to say fake motivated. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just put fake in front of stuff sometimes, just to, you know what I mean? So we don't sound too excited. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm fake jacking you. Like, I'll say that to a girl. Like, no, I'm fake feeling you. You know what I mean? Be like, oh, you fake feeling me? You know what I mean? You got to put a little bit less, you know? You ain't too excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm fake feeling you. Like, I'm fake missing somebody right now. You know what I mean? I don't want to miss you. What I gotta miss you for? You know what I mean? I don't want to feel like that. Fake miss you though, bitch. Damn. The hell? Yeah, he said, gotcha. Excited to see how Lux approach this. Yeah. I think Beloved gonna go crazy, but I know Twerk gonna go crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Twerk knows what this means. You see, he showed up in the dashiki, man. That's viral. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Showed up with the drums and the dashiki. You know what I'm saying? James Harden. I look like James Harden. Okay. My beard ain't nowhere near that. I wish my beard was like that. I'm jealous. My beard won't even. You see, as soon as it get like this, it get on weird and scruffy and dumb. I'm like, man, come on. My shit won't never just, you know, Ross out. My shit won't never just get, you know, nice and, you know, give me the Khaled even texture joint, B. My shit just all scruffy, man. It is what it is. I guess I'm a real wolf, man. You know what I'm saying? He says, they need you and Rex on the card. Man, that nigga don't want no parts of me, bro. He busy falling out, having seizures and shit. Leave that boy. What Tupac said? He said, don't one of them niggas got sickle cell or something? Fuck with me, fuck around having a seizure on stage. Well, no, let me stop. Tupac said it. I didn't say it. But anyway, he said, let's tally bands. Hey, how old am I? Hey, man, I'm old enough to knock your bitch and your mom. Ooh, I like that. I might want to keep that one. How old am I? I'm old enough to knock your bitch and your mom at the same damn time. Hey. He says, biotin and rosemary for the beard. Yeah, that's what it does. He said, guys got that ring, boy. Yeah, I like that. Tough. Yeah, I just got it yesterday, man. You know what I'm saying? I was debating whether I was going to make it, the top, like rose gold or regular gold, or just leave it white. But I think we should just leave it white, right? You know what I'm saying? As the world turns. Yeah, I gotta get that back there. He said, it's gonna loosen up over time too. They just do all this stuff, so it's still like new, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think it came out good. It's like the real Earth. You see the stones? It's like the real planets with the Earth. Planet Earth was my place of birth, born to be the sole controller of the universe. He says, is that globe holds some... No, that, man. Come on. We don't do drugs over here, kids, okay? Just say no. He talking about. That's some real 70s stuff, huh? You say, you know what I mean? Serious, show us your knockers. Aren't knockers like boobs? It's a little weird. Okay. Show the ring again. Nah, you've seen it. You'll see it a bunch of times. But look, so to land the plane on the topic we were talking about, okay. We were talking about the father who told on his son, right? And it made me think something because I know that it is a challenging position to be in, and it's difficult to know what the right thing to do is sometimes, right? But to me, it's a no-brainer to me that it is not helping your child by giving information that can hurt him. Now, it would be different if you were in a position where you had to lie, right? Now, you could just not say nothing. If they ask you, is this your son in this video? You could literally say, I need to call my lawyer. That's it. Why not just say that? I need to call my lawyer. Well, sir, we just need to know if this is your son or not. I understand. No disrespect to you guys. I know you guys got to do your job. And, I'm a father of the... You could have said all that same speech. Yeah, I'm a father, you know what I'm saying? I got kids out here that I got to take care of. This is crazy that I'm even dealing with this. But to be honest, you officers, no disrespect, I need to consult with my lawyer. That's it. He said, life's too short to be telling. Hey, man, some people don't think that's going to shorten their life no more. You know what I'm saying? They think it's going to lengthen their life. You know what I mean? And sadly, it has lengthened some people's lives. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that's around because they told. You know what I'm saying? But then there's a lot of people that ain't. Hey, sometimes that karma comes out in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Albert says the GOAT. I appreciate it. He says, I'm calling your mom. Call her. Shit, my mom is probably, she gonna be like, what the hell you calling me about my son for? I just spoke to him. My mom might be on this live right now. My mom's be tapped in. She ain't one of them moms that's just out the loop. My mom's hip. She be knowing what's up. You know what I mean? She be on me because I be saying the B word sometimes. She'll sit right there and be like, really? Be like, come on, man. Stop. What the hell was that? Something sounded like it was just banging. Oh. Yeah, see? It's a little spooky. Yeah, you seen that? Definitely got the cotton mouth, bro. Had to get some relief. Don't worry, I'm on point. I'm saying my show getting a little parched, Jack. Mm-hmm. That's what happens. Smoking them tweeds. Hey, Sherry. Look who's here. What's up, mama? Chillin'? Sherry doing her stretches like a cat. No, leave that alone. All right. Salute to all the moms. Yes, salute to all the moms. You know what I'm saying? Number one says, get a job and stop begging for $10. Who begged you for something? I asked somebody for $10? I don't recall asking anybody for anything. Besides for to like the video if you ain't like it already, because you're in my house. So if you're sitting there looking at me, you bozo, least you can do is like the stream, and you can pay your toll and you control. So whoever you are, member one, I'm sure you're not a member of anything of any respect, okay? But least you can do is like the video before you come in here being a dry hater. You know what I'm saying? So just for that, you're in timeout. Go look at the wall for, let's say, 24 hours. Yep. You're out of there. So I be out crazy, man, but y'all be paying my bills with just coming in here talking shit, so cool. He said, Jones, your block videos be lit. Salute, we got another block video coming, man. You know what I'm saying? You talking about the ones we just been outside? Hey, man, my block be lit, bro. You know what I'm saying? My life be lit. Like, it be crazy. So I don't always be turning the camera on, but when I do, it's like, yo, you know what I mean? So we just keep turning the camera on. That's all. I'm gonna keep showing y'all. He said, time out. Yeah, you gotta put him in time out, man. Time to sit down. Sit down. You know what I'm saying? Like eventually, you're gonna come around, brother. You're gonna realize it just don't even make sense. The hatred don't make no sense. You know what I mean? It's a real one in your face. Some realism, a real live, veterano that's giving you good game, that's chopping it up with you, and you don't even really deserve this. It's only because of the fact that I'm getting monetized and I'm getting paid that I feel comfortable even doing this. And I know it's real ones out there in the world. Like some of y'all that really be showing love and interacting with me in a real positive way. Hello? So, every once in a while when we got to snipe and it's kind of annoying when I got to always But I'm going to be on, I'm John Wicken. I'm Jones Wick. Stop playing. We on everything. On everything like ketchup. He said that crazy lady was tripping on you. Oh, man, shout out to Serius, man. That lady, ironically, they said she used to be a dime back in the day. She's somebody that's like a neighborhood, they know her. So it's like, I was trying to take it easy on her, but it's like, bruh, she was wildin'. Like, she's a wild card. And she reckless with it. So I'm like, oh, man. But she got in the video. She made sure she got her cameo. You know what I'm saying? He said, Jersey legend. Salute, brother. Ksoo, it's me. I'm tapped in. Yeah, I don't know who you are, cuz, but I know, is that Daryl? I don't know who that is. Bomba Clyde, Wataguan. Jones, you probably don't realize how much of a legend you are. I appreciate that, brother. Sometimes I really don't care sometimes, to be honest, yo. That's my problem. I really don't. It's like, that's just, I don't know. That's a blessing, but at the same time, it's like, all right, so what is that going to get me? Because people been saying that shit for years. And it'd be the same people that would say, yeah, Jones, you're a legend, man. But hey, They'll go over there and spend some money with somebody else. So it's like, you know what I mean? Flowers have gotten a little bit less attractive to me than bankrolls. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. You know. He said the first name. They don't know you. They don't know you, nigga. They don't know the last name. What you want me to say? The whole government? You know what I mean? You want me to say the whole Govington? I already knew once you said Coolidge, nigga. Come on now. You know? I don't know what that means, brother. But yeah, so in terms of family members helping you by telling, I personally do not think that this is what I would say. If you're a parent, because actually this is what we're doing. God willing, this week, this is what we're doing. We're going to have some kids in the studio. A young lady hit me up that I've known for a long time. She says she has a son. She said her son is 15. She says her son has actually been, going through some things, let's say, you know what I'm saying? Going through some things in the street, that obviously as a mother, she's probably concerned, right? And she sees that I really be genuine about helping and doing good stuff. So she hit me up to basically be like, hey, what's up, Jones? You want to get in the studio with my boy, basically, right? Now, little does she know, we're actually doing a program, right, which is called Create Camp, where we're teaching kids to create, right? Now, I don't have the platform or the nonprofit or any of this established yet, but I have the curriculum, I have the idea, and I have the real drive to want to do this, because I want this for the kids. I want to help them out for real, you know what I'm saying? And I know I can in this way. So you know what we're going to do? She didn't know I already had this plan to do, but I'm going to take her up on the offer. We're going to go to the studio, and we're going to show these young boys how to really cook. We're going to teach them about some real classic music. We're going to make them respect the OG-ness, right? All that drill, da-da-da. She's like, yeah, he's making drill, da-da. I said, nah, I'm not helping them make no damn drill. No. I'm going to sit their asses down and make them listen to some Isley Brothers. Teach them about how to really do what chord progressions are. Teach them about some of the classic melodies and keys and chords. Teach them about songwriting. Teach them about the essence of what this music is. And teach them how that music even came about. Where does drill music even come from? Right? Teach them about them classic reggae records and all that. They even gave them that tempo and that. They don't even know where them tempos come from and all that, huh? He said, you have nothing established, but I guess an idea is a start. An idea is all you need to have something established and some action behind it. Hello? That's all you need, some action behind the idea, and then you got something. But the idea is everything. That's what a lot of people don't understand. The idea is everything. The moment you believe something, it's already real. As long as you really believe it, though. Right? If you don't really believe it, then it ain't real. But if you believe it, it's real, right? So to connect these things, right? This is what I would suggest you do. If you have a kid that, that's the type of stuff you do. Now, she didn't say, I'm calling the police on my son because he's out here acting up. She said, listen, I'm going to try to find something productive for him to do. What's up, Jones? Can you, right? So some of these parents that you think you helping your child by putting them in the system when you're really ruining them for life. For real, for real. You know what I mean? Stop crying? No. I'm going to keep crying. Crying my heart. How that song went? He said, let me get $1. And I'm going to give my son up. Hey, if that's the type of person you are, it's on you, brother, If you don't care about love, you won't be alone. Because unfortunately, Ksoo, right, his dad, I hope I don't ever see that, man. Because I think, out of sheer reflex, for you to give up your own child, you got to be a special kind of dirtbag. You got to be a special kind to sit there in a courtroom when the lawyer is like, Are you aware that you're the only reason that your son is in this witness stand right now? And you're like, yes. Like, damn. Like, you ain't crying, you ain't emotional, nothing. Nigga sitting there like, well, it's me or you, son. And I guess it's me. I'm like, that's crazy. Because he literally is only here because of you, bro. He's probably only a shooter in all of this because of you. Pops was out there sliding. But you telling on your son to get out of your own dirt. Damn. Cold water, boy. Cold water. He said that shit hurt for real. Man, for real, bro. For real, for real. Yeah. He said depends on the context. I don't think it depends on the context, man. I think that's what people be doing, man. I think people be justifying stuff by shit like that. Like the circumstance matters. Like, well, I mean, it was this and it was that. It don't matter, bruh. It don't matter. At least that's the way I look at it. It don't matter. There's no scenario on earth where I would ever tell on anybody, let alone my own flesh and blood. There's no scenario possible. It ain't no, it depends. This is what happens. This is what some of y'all think, and this is why the police are able to trick so many of y'all into cooperating. Some of y'all think there's something where you have to. Some people really think that. They think you have to. They'll be like, nah, what do you want him to do? He would have got in trouble. How? He said, no honor amongst thieves, but I hear you. I mean, it ain't got to be honor amongst thieves, but damn, no honor amongst fathers and sons neither? I guess if they both thieves, huh? I guess they fit under the same umbrella, right? That makes sense. But yeah, to me, that was like, but to be honest, I mean, it's not that far from what the dude on the first 48 did. And he called himself saving his son. So what's the difference? Right? If you one of them fathers that's like, hey man, I told him to stay out the streets, the police coming to my house and they asking me, is that you? I'm gonna tell them it's you, right? You should have been doing right. If you one of those people, right, then you're literally doing the same thing as the other guy who, even though he's telling to get his freedom, he's sitting there cooperating and helping law enforcement smoke its child. And this is the whole thing too, right? Did you know that they fed us hot dog buns and cheese? I think it was during Ramadan, bro. Matter of fact, hold on, let me make sure. It's not actually, they fed us hot dog buns and cheese, bro. How are you helping your child by putting them in a position to get malnourished? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're helping them out by saying, hey, look, spend the next 35 years in there, man. You messed up. You shouldn't have been. Dad, they robbed me. He stole my shit, Dad. Hey, well, I mean, you shouldn't have been in that life, man. You shouldn't have been. Really? Really, Dad? Okay, look at this. I'm writing this grievance not only on behalf of myself, but on all the Muslims and receivers of halal food trays in this facility. Although we are currently prisoners, there is no reasonable reason we should be deprived of 3 square meals a day. A person's religious faith should not be seen as an opportunity to quote-unquote cut back on costs. 2 slices of bread and state-issued cheese is hardly sufficient as a meal by any human standard in 2023. This is what we have been served for lunch consistently in addition to our dinner tray is obviously less than the normal portions. Respectfully, we are well aware of the recent financial developments here at BCJ and would like for this not to be a larger issue. Simply, we would like not to be discriminated against and receive fair treatment in 3 meals a day. Thank you. And he had all the Muslims that was in there signed it. But this is like another page of that. But, bruh, hot dog buns and cheese. They just had got $10 million. They had just got $10 million. because they took over for Passaic County Jail. And in order to house all the inmates of Passaic County Jail, they got a $10 million whatever. So they just got $10 million and started feeding us buns and cheese, literally. Cheese on a hot dog is nasty work by itself, he said. Now, we talking about cheese on a hot dog bun. Like, no, not no hot dog, no glizzy. Not even a glizzy. They couldn't even give niggas a turkey glizzy? Pause? You couldn't at least give a nigga, you know what I'm saying? A tofu glizzy or something? Nigga said cheese on a hot dog bun, Wolf. It was dead ass. I'm sitting there like, they're like, what? And we talking about the cheese that literally, brother, I'm trying to tell you, it's the color of Mr. Chicken right here, right? It's the color of Oh, how long I was muted? You still can't hear me? So just a couple seconds, okay. Yeah, I'm looking like I don't know why I did that, but whatever. But yeah, we just came through to have another good chop, man. Y'all know how we do this shit, man. I'm wondering why it's like a little bit less than the hundreds we normally got in here, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's Friday night. I don't even know what day it is sometimes. I don't even be in, civilian mode, so I don't know. Said after you showed Mr. Chicken feet, oh yeah, I was saying the cheese is the color of Mr. Chicken's feet, right? And if you put it in the microwave for 10 minutes, it's still not gonna melt. It just never melts. So what kind of cheese is that? What is it even made out of? And I was working in the kitchen, right? They came to me to work in the kitchen, right? And everybody like, man, you need to do that. You need to do that. Because you get days off, right? You get like a certain amount of days off. And on top of that, you get, street food. You can eat the stuff off the good cop food, I guess, or whatever, right? Which that's what I was really on because, I'm working out. And I'm like, man, I'm eating this nasty. Actually, I can see I'm having grievances to even get regular food. Luckily, I have some bread, so I'm eating all off the canteen. It's no, that food is not even sufficient to eat. You know what I'm saying? So when I had this whole thing at the kitchen, the first time I told them no. Then when I finally realized, like, okay, once I knew what I was doing, once I knew I was about to go home at a certain time, once I, took the deal and whatever, and I'm like, okay, fine. Then I know I'm going home. Let me start shaving as much of this time as I can. And if I could go to the kitchen and I get 2 days off every week or whatever it is, come on, bring that, right? So I go down there, right? One, I swear to y'all, I don't even like thinking about this stuff, man. But this is what it was. Yo, there was rodents abundantly in that place, right? To the point where I would have to put my shoes up on a chair. I put everything I had up on a chair and literally like I had to come up with some way to like lock my locker and seal it so nothing could get in it, right? But you literally hear them running around all, they would just be running out of people's shoes just, and I'm just like, I was like, that was crazy to me, right? I'm on the top. I'm on the top bunk somewhere. Let me get a top bunk. You know what I mean? I'm up there like, I'm feeling like I can't get crawled on down here. People's just in there acting like it's regular, right? That one thing was like, all right, this is too much for me, right? On top of that, when you're dealing with dorms, right? You're dealing with a lot of people when you go in and talking about jail, a lot of people that really are lonely, right? They lonely people. They people that's looking for friendship. They still developing. They're still trying to find themselves. A lot of them don't want to deal. They don't want to be by themselves. They don't want to sit there in a cell. They don't want to sit there, thinking by themselves. They got to talk all night. They want to rap all night. They want to be singing. They want to be distracted from their own mind all night, all day. Because they don't want to live with their own thoughts. They don't want to live with who they really are. They don't want to live with what they got to really deal with. So they all constantly making noise, all constantly doing something, all constantly trying to be involved in something. So it's loud. And you're trying to sleep, right? So one time, I crashed out about 2 times, right? Now, by the grace of Allah, they had some respect for me because I'm Jones, you know what I'm saying? So a few times when I crashed out, niggas kind of like came, just let it ride. But I'm trying to sleep, bro. I'm 40 years old. I'm not in y'all little YN bracket, man. I need to shut up and go to sleep. It's 2:30 in the morning, bro. We got to get up at 5, 6 in the morning to work, right? We got to go down here and do all this stuff with the food and all this shit. Y'all need to shut up so we can go to sleep. But these niggas is really, this is where they shine. This is where they acting like they telling their stories and they acting like they somebody. And this is where a lot of them is used to living at, for real. You know what I'm saying? So they're up all night making all this noise, trying to impress each other, right? So a couple times I really just crashed out and just yelled, yo, shut the fuck up. Yo, niggas wanna shut up, we gotta fight right now. Let's go in the bathroom and fight. We don't wanna shut up. Nah, for real. And niggas is just like, oh shit. A couple of them would be like, damn, chill, Joe. Nah, bro. Niggas trying to sleep, dog. Then a couple niggas would get bold and be like, yeah, man, right? So then it's like after a while they calm down a little bit, right? And that shit'll last for maybe a day, maybe 2, niggas start talking again, right? You can't beat up everybody. It's not gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? It gets to the point where it's like, this is just how it is in the kitchen. This is how it is. It's a dorm, it's open, whatever. People know when they go down there, it's a bunch of young niggas rapping and making noise all night. It's like a known thing, right? So I'm like, yo, all right. I started doing this shit where I found some tissue to put in my ear, right? This is not something to be proud of. It's a really dumb story that I did this, but hey, it's what happened. So I put some tissue in my ears, right? So I'm trying to like, man, I know I'm about to go home and this thing is shaving all type of time off my shit. I'm getting all this good food. I'm really like, this is really a strategic move for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm forgetting how much time I get, but it's like a lot in terms of the calculation. It's helping my shit. So I'm like, man, but this whole thing is dragging me. Another thing is, I got to see how Aramark, okay, this company who basically funds feeding all of, they deal with all of the jail food and all this stuff. They hire these people who are literally put there to make sure they don't lose no money. Guess what that means? They're using all that food. Oh yeah, that stale, nasty bread that you would think is, you better use that. They're gonna fluff some water on it, put it in the thing, and make it seem like it's fluffier again. Something fall on the floor. They had this old Jamaican lady. No disrespect to my Jamaican, she just happened to be Jamaican. She would be like this. This is when I realized, oh, I can't do this no more. She was like, something fell on the floor, right? I think it was chicken patties or something, a bunch of them. Now I told y'all what was going on in there. I told y'all how many vermin was running around in there, right? And you got stuff falling on the floor. You know what she said? She said, you better pick that up and use that. We're not throwing nothing out here. I'm like, what? She said, yeah. She said, nobody told them to come to jail. Oh. So since nobody told them to come to jail, they should eat rat burgers. Okay. Since nobody told you to come to jail, you eating rat patties. I'm like, damn. He said, nice. So it was already like, yo, I can't sit here helping. One, I'm helping the police, technically. I'm working for the system. Some of y'all niggas look at it like that. Y'all get a little job and y'all start feeling yourself sweeping up. You be really feeling like Deputy Dog. You over there talking to the cops and feeling like you one of the boys and all that shit. That's because y'all really like police, man. Y'all niggas be really liking the police. That's why y'all sit down and talk to them so easily. Y'all really wanted to be a cop when it was cops and robbers and shit like that. Y'all be sitting there feeling friendly, talking about, hey, officer, talking all respectful to him and shit. You know, sir, I'm trying to get my life together, sir. And you know what I mean? Y'all be sitting there really ranting to them, talking to them like they mentors in life. And they be sitting there really trolling y'all goofy asses like, yeah, man, you know, this is your chance. This is your chance to do something that matters, you know? This is your chance to really be a man and stand up and face your fears. And he be crying and shit like, I know. I was gonna be a cop, you know that, guys? I was gonna be a cop for a time. They be sitting there like, all right, man. They be looking like, wait, do we got him? We got him. Yes, we got him, Johnson. They be like, all right. It was Kareem. Right? Be like, damn, man. Them niggas can really guilt trip y'all niggas. That shit is weird as hell. He said it sound like the interrogation room. Yeah, that's what it be. Jack Pet says, I just want to stop by and say have a great night and God bless you, spreading positivity. I appreciate you, Jay. God bless you, man. God bless you and your family. May nothing but great things follow you in life, brother. I appreciate the positive vibes, and I remember seeing you come through. Yes, sir. He said, I'm the worst typist. It's okay. He said, they think they're guilty by remaining silent. Yes, that's what it is, brother. People really feel obligated to talk to police. But it's not just that they feel guilty remaining silent. They don't want to piss the police off. They don't want to upset them. They're not thinking about the police upsetting them. They thinking, I don't want to upset the cops. Like, oh, come on, man. You know, those are the cops. This is what's crazy and sad to me for black people. Black people that consider themselves woke, black people that consider themselves righteous, black people that consider themselves black folk, right? It'd be one thing if, you know, somebody just out of control and just, you know what I'm saying, you out there just unaliving everybody, you making the neighborhood just a totally unsafe place to be, you just really just a bad person, right? And somebody says, all right, well, you know what? That's my family member or that's whatever. Because I remember being in that position. I remember being in that position to where I have family members that I know is like, damn, yeah, such and such is dangerous. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I can't even really be going crazy. I still say freedom, but it's like in my mind, I really know like, nah, bro, a savage. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, do I think it's no hope for my family? Or no hope to, nah, I don't think that. But I'm realistic enough to know, yeah, he's a problem. You know what I'm saying? The problem is people feel, like you said, they feel like they have to speak to them. They feel like they're doing something wrong by not telling. That's what the part I don't get. How are you a father and you feel like you're doing something wrong for not giving your own child up? Like you're obligated to give your child up to law enforcement just because they did something wrong. Why do you feel that way? Why has the system convinced y'all that that's the right thing to do? Does the lynchings for 400 years not mean anything? Does Jim Crow not mean anything to you? Does Rodney King not mean anything to you? Does Philip Pennell, does, you know what I'm saying? Do we gotta go by Amadou Diallo? Does Oscar Grant? Does, what's my man? What's the big fella that had his knee on his neck? Like, everybody. He said short memory, huh? Like, for real. He said this is gonna be Lux round to twerk. Y'all silly as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, or they think the cop will help them if they cooperate. No, this is the thing I was talking about. I'm talking about from the parent standpoint, right? I'm not even just talking about the youngsters. I'm not talking about the people that really are just naturally rats. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about parents that really think that they're helping their children by involving their children with law enforcement, by helping law enforcement convict, find, turn yourself in. Now, I understand in this position, right? If you have a child and they did something where the police might be looking for them and it's not that serious, right? It's not something that is life threatening. It's something that they need to get in front of. And if you address it the right way, then everything could go away, right? Everything just deal with it head on, like you're supposed to deal with life's problems head on, right? Now, if that's the logic, then okay, I understand that, right? We're not running from nothing here, son, because we face our problems here, right? We in this together, and we gonna face this together. I'm with you, son, right? That's what it's supposed to be. Not, son, you know you did wrong, so I told the police you did. It's like, what? Why would you do that? I would have rather you just beat me. You know what I mean? Pause. You know what I'm saying? Take it back to fucking the 90s, man. You could have got a switch, an extension cord or something. And just like, you know what I mean? Do some crazy shit. Don't motherfucking tell the police and give me life. Like, what? What kind of fatherliness is that? I don't. That's the crazy part. I don't understand that part. You know what I'm saying? He said, especially today, the parents want to be friends with their children. Yeah, George Floyd. My bad, George. I was thinking the name. I was lost for name. We got so many people that we know that been did wrong by the police. You could forget names trying to name them. And we got parents out here thinking they doing the right thing. By you need to go face it. You need to go to the judge, and if whatever they do with you, man, y'all ain't understanding yet that this system is not for us. What's wrong with y'all? Why is it so easy to brainwash us? Why is it so easy to turn with people that think they good black folks into people that literally help the system feed them our children? If your child did a crime and they got away with it, and you have a relationship with them to where they still live in your house, you still talk to them, you know they've been out here toting guns, you know they've been out here getting in trouble, then you need to thank God that they didn't get in trouble and do everything in your power to get them to put that life down or move them. That's your job, move them. You staying right there in the hood with them and acting like it's their fault. They getting influenced by the environment that you put them in. You raising your kids in the projects, where it's all types of violence, gangs, everything. And then when your kid starts getting involved in it, you want to call the police on them. Like the kid is bad. Like, see, I tried to talk to him. He needed. You should have moved in. And if you couldn't afford to, then don't blame your kid for being a product of the environment that you put him in. Huh? Talk to me. You know what I mean? He said, that's terrible. Hey, that's what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? He said, what's up? Ha, y'all gassing it. He said, Friday night freestyle. Shit. Friday night freestyle. I don't think y'all even deserve that. I like that terminology, even though I heard that. I don't serve cat, but I serve crack. That means I lay it down flat, collect the racks, and I swerve back. Shorty wanna lay down in my bed, she gotta earn that. Once you get down for me, you probably ain't gonna wanna leave. It ain't no turning back. I murder raps. But when I murder raps, it's not like a murder rap. Nah, hold up. That's silly. He said, I ain't spoke to my dad since the Ksoo. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, man. I was talking about that Ksoo case. You know what I'm saying? He said, wow, that's my boy. Thanks. It's all good, brother. It's all good, man. You know I'm in here chopping with y'all like a bocce, man. But yeah, that's exactly what the Ksoo The Ksoo thing was what I was just watching, and ironically, it was the first 48 episode, and it really had me thinking like, wow, is this like, it's different levels. The Ksoo thing was like, his dad's just a rat, right? But the other situation was that was a concerned father. That was a concerned father that really felt like he had lost the grip on his children, that was venting to the police, that really just said, hey, I tried, right? But you gave up to the police. You gave them the case on your son. They didn't have the case. You just, all you had to say was, I plead the fifth, or can I speak to a lawyer? But they got black people so convinced that they are supposed to or obligated to talk to the police because we always feel like we're under pressure. We always feel like we're the victim, or we always feel like we're guilty of something. So when the police come around, it's like, hey, officer, come on, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Y'all supposed to understand that, one, they're supposed to serve us. They're civil servants. That's why sometimes I make them do their job. Shout out to all the good police out there. You know what I'm saying? If you know, whatever that is, if you at least being fair, right? But I make them do their job and shit like that. Yo, what time is this, man? Or this and this and that. I'll make them, they want to stand there, patrol and shit. Yeah, you going to help me with something. That's what they're supposed to do. They didn't have to protect and serve. But they could just pull up to your house and tell you to come with them. And they know some of y'all are naive enough to just go. Yeah, I need you to come down to the station for questioning. You just going. No, am I under arrest? No, ma'am. Well, we just need to question you. No, well, if I'm not under arrest, sorry. No, thank you. You know, my lawyer will be in contact with you though. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy how he still got that much power and so much influence over us that we so scared of them that we think we gotta tell them stuff. You know what I'm saying? He said it's heartbreaking for real. He said one word, lawyer. Come on, man. He said, keep me tuned in. Bless. I heard you, Jimmy. All right. Okay, I see a lot of y'all saying something about Rex to me today. Why do me and Rex have to battle? Why are y'all all saying that? Just so I know. Why are y'all saying that? He said, real nigga, I've been stepping with you for a minute. I appreciate you, brother. Salute, man. Those who know, man. He says, the new thing is Freestyle Fridays every week, no concept. Oh yeah, that's what you want me to do? He said, protect Jones at all costs. Be careful. They come for the ones that speak truth. Hey, man, they been coming for my top, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, this is a Moses. Because y'all both legends from the DVD era, and clearly there's animosity there. Okay, now let's be clear here. That's what I wanted to know. No, there's no animosity over here. There's animosity over there. Okay? And niggas be hating. Plain and simple. Okay? That was plain hatred what he did in that battle. That was plain hatred what he was doing in the John battle, making faces and looking all goofy and stupid. You know what I'm saying? But Karma doing his job, that's why he falling out on stage, having seen him talking about. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Why you hating, bro? You ain't learned nothing yet? Out here hating. You know what I'm saying? Now that nigga Serius Jones ain't. It's all right, Sherry. Hey, yo. Oh shit, B. Yo, y'all crying. He said you's a fool, no cap. Bruh, why you hating, bruh? That should be crazy. They be hating, man. He said, nah, Jones don't give a fuck. Leave me alone, man. My people want to mess with me. Leave me alone, man. I'm the troll master. Y'all better leave me alone. He said, nah, go help that nigga Rex. Nah, oh, nah, y'all stupid. That's the new one. Help that nigga Rex. It ain't get that nigga Rex no more. It's help that nigga. Yeah. He said, Serius Jones, the fall off king. If I'm the fall off king, doesn't that mean I'm the bounce back king? Duh, dummy. How could you keep falling off? Don't you gotta be on to be off? Stupid. Niggas be telling on themselves. If I'm the fall off king, that means I'm the bounce back king. Doofus. Sherry Barry. What's up, mama? What's up, mama? He said, I'm going. The internet sent your page to me. I didn't find you. Change your phone. Charge. What? I don't know what the hell that means. Father Fred and his feelings. Yeah, they be getting their feelings. They think they can control, and then they get their feelings hurt. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, haters. Sorry, y'all. I'm impenetrable, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm made out of Teflon, man. I'm a real Don, man. You know what I'm saying? Can't nothing affect me. Can't nothing break me, shake me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even have a clue the type of shit I be dealing with in real life, Jack. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying all the way down, man. All the way down to the last compound, man. You know what I mean? Right, Sherry? Sherry be standing talk through it all. He says LMAO. He said, tell him. He said DMX, I like DMX. What about the color gray though? What's that? What that mean? Put him in timeout? They telling, yo, Eric Jr., you in here hating and they saying to put you in timeout, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why y'all doing this to yourselves. You think you trolling me like other people is not with me in here, but you're not going to sway them, brother. They know who they talking. They know who I am. Right, Sherry? Right, Sherry? Huh? Sherry? Sherry said, all I know is you've been paying attention to these people instead of me. He said, I like that battle actually matters to your legacy. Yeah, like, honestly, they just want to see something. So, you know, anytime they can act like somebody got close to beating me or somebody got some wreck off on me, that's what they doing now. Trying to troll the Jonester. We know, man. It's just old at this point. The Afro Jones is out right now for all those that been tapping in. And I done got to it looks like my hour and a half mark on here, so my work is done. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to kick back, you know what I'm saying? Fire up something exclusive, man. Make sure you check out my young brother from Harlem with his shades, you know what I'm saying? These shits is actually official tissue, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm jacking those. Sherry, stop scratching. Hey, cut it out. You know what I'm saying? You know, I really need to get a whole new. Yeah, Eric 24. All right, let's 24, Eric. Yeah, all right. Yeah, put his ass in timeout, man. Some of y'all niggas just can't get right, man. Y'all lucky I'm such a, you know, you know, we staying positive regardless. But listen, don't tell on your kids, man. Okay? Don't tell on your kids, man. You're not gonna help them, all right? The only time that I think you should tell on your child is if they're like a serial, you know what, right? If they doing that type of stuff, then yeah, you know, you got Dahmer as a kid, you better do something, right? But if your child is on the wrong path, do what you're supposed to do, which as a parent is you're their police. Hello? You're the parent. You're the police of your own child. What the hell are you talking about? You are the police of your child if you're a parent. not DYFS, not CPS, not the Juvenile Detention Center. You. And if you can't control your own child, what does that say about you? What does that say about your parenting skills? Huh? So a lot of y'all be giving up on y'all kids. Y'all give up on y'all children. Y'all give up on trying to communicate with them. Y'all give up on, you'll let them sit, live up to your roof, and then when they get in trouble or something, you go help out the police. You tell them whatever about your kids and act like you helping the kid. Talking about, shit, he needs to learn his lesson. Well, he would have learned his lesson if you was on him like that before he got in trouble. If you'd have sat your kid down, I guarantee you it'd have had some effect if you did like this. Check this out. You know your son is in the gang. You know your son is out here doing this. You sit him down and you say like this. Listen. I know what's going on. You know I don't approve of that, but I'm going to tell you one thing. Something is going to happen and the police is going to come in here. And I don't want to tell on you because I love you. But I'm not going to jail for you, and they're going to force me to have to do something that I don't want to do because I love you. Are you going to put me in that position, son? If you had that type of conversation with your child, you'd be surprised. Now, if he still does whatever, and don't have no conscience and comes back in your house, at least he might get to the point where he does what a lot of us did, which is get out the house and do whatever, right? So it ain't your problem no more. You ain't gonna have to worry about telling on your son or telling him to go in his room and look under his bed or yeah, that's his gun or none of that. Because he will at least be out your house and be doing whatever wherever else. You give him that ultimatum first before you throw him to the police or throw him to the wolves. You say, you get out my house doing that. That's the old school way. You wanna be grown, you go be grown in the street. You go do that somewhere else. You don't let them do all the stuff under your roof. You know they selling drugs. You know they bagging up. You know they got straps in your house. You know all that. You letting them do all of that. And then when they get in trouble, you helping the police. You know what I'm saying? What baby moms? That nigga ain't never spoke to my baby moms. People just making shit up. Who's my baby moms? Please tell me who my baby moms is. Cause I wanna know what you're talking about. Niggas just making shit up. Y'all believe anything. That dude's a weirdo just period. He ain't a weirdo for doing that. Baby moms ain't talking to that nigga. I only got one baby. The hell? He said, that's right. Ignore the foolishness. Yeah, like niggas is just making stuff up, bro. You know what I mean? They just making stuff up, and some of y'all naive enough to jump for it. Because y'all not really understanding the game. Y'all still naive enough to get the fact that look how many views we're doing and look how many views they're doing. Every video these people you talking about have about me, every video we drop every day has double their views. That's why they're talking about me. They want the algorithm, genius. They just making up stuff though. That shit is cap. Which video? Yeah, they're implying it. That's not real though. So you talking to some fake cap person that's not even connected to me. I heard the voice of whoever that was supposed to be in that I'm like, I don't even know who that is. That's crazy though. Cause I literally been home for what? 3-4 years? So you making up stuff for somebody I don't even know? From where? From when? Talking about my baby moms. Like that's like what? I know what I don't know what my baby mom voice sound like. That sound like a whole deep voice, like damn it sounded like a TRA, you know what? But no, Raymond, I'm not saying you're making stuff up. I'm saying they are. Hello? That's the point. Appreciate that super chat, Orion. Shout out to everybody that's really showing love though, man. You know what I'm saying? Tapping in and blessing the chat, man, with them dollar bills, man. You know what I'm saying? For the skills, man. Some of y'all just be in here telling me about what other people saying about me. I don't want to hear about what other people saying about me. Tell me about why you ain't say with something when they said it. Tell me why you ain't tell them nah. I mean, you bugging. Jones is stand up, nigga. He ain't never had none of that weird shit going on. You know what I mean? Y'all just making anything up. It's kind of annoying, all right? But yeah, no, my baby mother would never talk to none of these internet weirdos. And if you knew who she was, you would know that, okay? We don't have none of that going on. I never had no dirt like that. You've never seen no females out here going on no campaigns talking about me. Nothing like that, all right? This shit is all made up corniness from weirdos, all right? I'm showing y'all what it is, and if you got enough common sense, go back 3 videos on this page and watch my block. Watch my niggas. Watch my family members. Watch how we give it up. That's it. Just pay attention. Why are you still telling me about bozos sitting at desks saying about me? Go watch what the streets are saying. Go watch what the people outside in the projects are doing. All right? Do that. That's what y'all need to do. Pay attention to the shit that's in your face. Don't talk to me about people that are literally, and I'll say this about your boy, niggas literally, I retweet, let's go to my Twitter. I retweeted it. Niggas said for 20 years, I just been thinking I was in a gang, but I was really just playing. It's like, what? CC, thank you for that. CC sent a super chat and said, when I say handsome, I mean it. Okay, I appreciate you, baby. Thank you, man. You trying to make these trolls even more mad. You just got me a few niggas that just turned into haters just now, just for that. But thank you, love. You know, y'all ladies need to follow me on Instagram, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all just be jacking me on the tube, and I don't see y'all on the G. You know what I'm saying? I need to pop on out. Let me see what we working with from some of y'all lovely ladies that be supporting me on here, man. But I appreciate y'all for real, genuinely. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got a lot of things that, you know, I hold down, man. I hold a lot down, a lot of emotions, a lot of life things, a lot of traumatic experiences, you know what I'm saying? A lot of feelings, a lot of things that, you know, I process in a positive way by just chopping, by just staying focused on work, and by just staying focused on the love and the good energy we got out here, you know what I'm saying? And stunting on the haters, okay? Pissing them off does kind of make me happy a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. So, you know, we making sure we stay on our job like the mob, man. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Raymond is still going? All right, let's put him in timeout, man. You said, why is he attacking you? He's attacking you because you're hating. And I told you, you're not going to turn the Jonesians against me. You're coming in here with negative energy, and the Joneslandians are attacking you because they're looking at you like the bozo, because they know who I am. So you know what? Time out for you. 10 minutes. Raymond's going to stand in the corner for 10 minutes, y'all. I'm going to spend maybe a couple more minutes on here just answer a few of y'all questions, and then we're going to get out of here. Orion says, bingo. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with you? You think that this is what these trolls think, y'all. They think they're going to come in here and sway other people to believe the cap that they want to say about me, the narratives they want to be true. They're going to come in here and, yeah, like as if y'all don't know me. Like y'all ain't been paying attention. Like y'all ain't been watching these stories. Like y'all ain't been seeing my block. Like y'all ain't been seeing my friends, my homies, the way we live. Like y'all ain't be seeing the truth. They think everybody's blind. But that's the irony. The trolls actually was helping us go up so fast though. That's the crazy part. So you gotta actually love it. You know what I mean? You gotta charge it to the game. You know what I'm saying? And it's the reason it's called player haters, man. You know I'm some ism, man. You know what I'm saying? I make people hate for real. You know what I mean? They see how I'm popping them with the ladies and all that. It just, but I love you though. Don't be mad at me, man. Come on in. You know what I'm saying? You welcome. Wipe your feet at the door. You know what I'm saying? Pull up a chair. You know what I mean? He said, I'll give you $10 for every minute. I appreciate that, Orion. You know, that's love. That sounds like a fair trade to me. So I'll stay here for 10 more minutes then, man. You know what I mean? And then when Witch Caller get back, let's see how he act. Right? Let's see if your boy Raymond learned his lesson. I guarantee you he didn't. Right? He says, send him to the mezzanines. I like that one, Spazzolini. I might have to keep that one. Send him to the mezzanine. He said, I've been in the game, Wolf way all day. Yes, sir. I love you, Wolf. He said, Raymond, mad as F, he can't type right now. Is that how people be feeling? They be sitting there like, oh. Wait till I get back in there. I mean, he said, after you see me, all right, you was quick on the draw right there, big time. I didn't even get to see what that was. He says, player, please wear a hat. Why? You know what? Okay. You just reminded me. You know what I'm about to do? I'm about to step out. Tell me what we all about. I'm about to step on out and put some of this new jewelry and tutory to work. You know what I'm saying? Because I need to chop on something. You know what I'm saying? I need to give me, you know what I'm saying, some qualified bona fides stomped down in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I was already going to do this, but then you just made it easy for me. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, I knew I was missing something. Okay? Okay, let me show you how to do something, all right? Let me show you something. Fire Marshal Bill voice, all right? See this right here? You go right here. And you catch that edge. You see it right there? See how I just get crispy? See right there? Oh. See, my corners is a little spooky, but you know, I am 40 years old, man. You know what I mean? Give me a break, guys. See what I mean? My hairline's still kind of in there, so I just gotta hit this with the. I gotta push my widow's peak a little bit. See, I got a little widow's peak. I don't know that. Alright. He said, I told you I was a barber. I knew how to handle clips. Yeah. Something like. Something like. He said, just go bald. This is damn near bald. What's, how much more bald should I be? I can't just have a hairline with my light Caesar. Like, nigga, I ain't got that much hair already. He said, big OG, salute. What's up? God bless you. He said, yeah, 9 years ago I was a barber, so I know how to handle clip. Man. He said, the self lineup is risky. Man, I've been a barber my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I've been a barber since I was 17 years old. You know what I mean? But yeah, so just put a little something on that thing so I ain't too, you know what I mean? I ain't too shabby. She see me across the room. It's like, oh, all right, you still got a hairline at least. You know what I mean? Even if I do got a little bit of a shiny, a little moon roofiness coming, you know what I'm saying? I'm still in there. We still in there, Jack. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, so he said, big salute, good brother, salute, man. He said, YouTube channel, I just watched, you know, Fight Club joint when you cook gin, salute. He said, yup. Still in the game though, it ain't that rich. What me? Hey. You know what I mean? About to go pop this shit, man. Fuck it. said, I'm going now. You know, I'll let you back in. That's what it is. Don't snipe him. I already put him in timeout. Big time. Let's see what he says. Yeah, swag gonna win every time, Jack. Swag gonna win every trip. Ooh, I know where they got some food at. Yeah, I might go over there. When is my next battle? I don't know about that, man. Fix my smoke detector. That's not my smoke detector. That's a carbon monoxide detector. So it just beeps like that out of, you know what I'm saying? Just checking shit out. It'd be like beep, beep. You know what I mean? How's the dog? She good, she chilling. She misses somebody right now. I'm mad at somebody cause she's missing somebody right now, actually. Right, Sherry? Yeah, it's okay, mamas. I'm saying she missing somebody right now. So she's good. Black fatigue. What's that mean? Black fatigue. I don't know what that means. But all right, I'm about to get out of here, man. I done chopped it, popped it with y'all for a minute, man. I appreciate everybody's support, man. I appreciate everybody that's been tapping in, liking, commenting, subscribing, vibing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know we be getting a whole lot of trolls, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to stop acknowledging y'all so much because y'all kind of do be like kind of derailing the focus a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I kind of do be multitasking on purpose because I do be sniping narratives, right? That I know they be trying to perpetuate. So when the trolls come in trying to sprinkle it, I like chopping it down because it actually is multitasking, right? But at the same token, we're gonna stop even giving some of that stuff light because sometimes it does take away from the point. And there's new people and ladies and different people that come in that's like, man, what the hell is that? I'm just over here trying to hear a story. Who's this over here? You know what I'm saying? They don't even understand y'all trolls because they don't even know what y'all talking about. They don't even be knowing these battle rappers and battle stuff y'all naming. They not here for that. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna focus on the life of seriousness a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? It says, salute, Jones. Salute. David House said, what's good, fam? I can't call it. He said, let us hear Top Dog verse again as an outro for your live. He said, this dude is an emo hipster kind of dude. He drinks Starbucks and goes to Barnes and Nobles regularly, but he's trying to portray a thug. Oh, y'all hear this? Okay. Anyway, so he said, Top Dog. I forgot how the verse goes. Oh yeah, he said, Shorty came up in the fourth wall, seen his homeboy laying in a cross wall. Mom's working 2 jobs, can't afford sports. So with 2 feet, he jumping off pause. Ooh, schoolwork got hard, so he bought soft. Ski mask, blue strap, and a 4 toss. Start shooting on blocks, they applaud more. Something came back for an encore. He loved to go, he loved to run the road. Absolutely, he loved to. Yeah, I don't even know it yet. I gotta listen to that. I gotta listen to it to know it my damn self. If they told me to do a show right now, I wouldn't even know how to perform Top Dog. But shout out to everybody that's been tapping in that Talk Dog. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, this Afro Jones album, y'all saying it to me and I appreciate it, but I definitely felt like that before I dropped it. I'm like, this might be one of my best body works ever. You know what I'm saying? Just top to bottom, man. It's just fire. The vibes, it's all authentic. Y'all see what I'm talking about. You know, and we put real life in this music. You know, I don't know why there still exists people like whoever that was that just want to believe that there's something inauthentic about one of the most authentic men to ever walk this earth. But everything is gonna come out in the wash, man. The Jones documentary coming soon too. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see. I guess you think my teachers and my mom and everyone else would lie to me too, right? Jail people gonna lie too, right? Jail footage gonna lie too, right? Oh, something gotta be cap about this. It just can't be one of the realest niggas ever. Huh? Okay. Well, I love you too. And I appreciate everybody, even those that give up on me. I appreciate you especially because all you do is motivate me. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're close to me or not. If you gave up on me and you really meant it, thank you. Because all you're showing me is, you know what I mean? God is the only one that you need to be trusting. You know what I'm saying? Man gonna let you down every time. You know what I'm saying? But we stand in the fight, different round. You know what I'm saying? Making sure we, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I gotta get this little spinning so I could just, you know what I'm saying? Got the whole world in our hand, man. You know what I mean? Is my stuff on Apple Music? Absolutely. Afro Jones on Apple Music. It's on Spotify. It's on YouTube Music. If you want to be cheap, just tap in, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned in. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Tips for new battle rappers. Don't be a battle rapper. Be an MC. Be an artist. Be a creator. Be a writer. Right? Be a brand. Hello? Be you, though, most importantly. Life is serious. Follow me at The Real Serious Jones on Instagram. No O in Serious. Follow me on Twitter at Serious Jones. Stay in tune. All right, we're going all the way up like a turtleneck. If you didn't already know, they're one of the fastest growing subscription-based networks on here. I think we got 2,000 subscribers in the last couple days. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not cap. This is not nothing but me just being myself and seeing how much we can build together with the world. You know what I'm saying? So don't tell on your kids. Don't do drugs. Stay sucker free in a world full of lollipops, man. Watch your body. Watch who's close to you because they do the most to you. Life is serious.